All right, what's up, everyone? We're going to be talking about Upland and the Gala Games. And I know that they partnered up with Vox Trolls. Upland did in the past. And I think we're going to see coming into this in the next, probably Q1 of 2023, maybe not, that the Upland and Gala Games partnership with specifically with DreamWorks Trolls. I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out. Now, I don't know if what the future holds, but I remember them talking about having an actual shop or something or something in Upland that you can connect through Gala Game or through DreamWorks Trolls. But let's also talk about something else with Gala Games. I've been doing a little research on Gala Games. Nothing, nothing crazy, but I just saw where they purchased some type of app or some type of gaming studio that supposedly has 20 million users, right? And ultimately growing this base means so much for Gala Games. And it seems to me that Gala Games really is kind of on the forefront of moving Web3 and moving people. When you buy something that has 20 million gamers, I guess, on there, and I'm not 100% sure, there wasn't a lot of clarity on that, but I can just imagine, and then the thoughts and the brainstorming starts going through my head about what could possibly happen with Upland and with Gala Games, and not just DreamWorks Trolls. I think that may be kind of the first thing they're doing, but if you're looking at Upland as a platform now, like I've completely changed how I look at Upland completely than I did when I first entered Upland. I was thinking this was going to be the gaming space, that Upland was going to provide actual gaming activity, and they do little micro games like treasure hunts, but that's not what Upland is trying to do. It's becoming clear now. Looks like Upland is going to be the platform for other gaming. We're seeing it with World of Football. We're seeing it with Layer 2 and all these other developers are coming into Upland, and it seems like that Upland really wants to have they really want to be the platform, or kind of like the app store of Apple. I remember Dirk saying something about that at one point, but for Web3 gaming. And if this partnership with Trolls, with DreamWorks and Gala Games can go well, can you imagine what could possibly happen with Upland in the future? As digital ownership kind of starts to build out and starts to get more popular, I got to think that Upland really is doing something behind the scenes that we're not talking about. Maybe talking with people like or the heads at Gala Games, and maybe having a partnership of something more than just DreamWorks and Trolls. Because imagine if you're in Upland and then you go into a property like, how World of Football is on there, and you go into that property and then you can access the games through that. Now, World of Football is just, a lot of this stuff to me is just seeing what they can do, right? World of Football is nothing special, nothing crazy, but it shows you kind of what Upland's thinking, and the creatives at Upland and Dirk and Edon and all them, and the vision that they have for Upland. I think it's starting to play out. And like I said earlier, 2023 is going to be really going to be that one where you're going to see all these companies and all these Web3 projects start to separate, right? Not necessarily think it's going to be ready by Q4 2023, but really kind of setting up for the next 5 to 10 years after that. And with Upland, you're always trying to balance out what's going on in the macros, what's going on in the stock market, what's going on in the crypto market, all of that. But I tend to think that Upland has some really good things going on. Now, does that mean that Upland's perfect? No, it doesn't at all. And I've talked to people on here before, and I've talked to people in Discord about some of Upland's problems. And I think these are all natural problems, and they got to get worked out over time. And there's always people spreading FUD. There's always people going to sensationalize things. And I'm always trying to take their perspective and try to balance it out with what's really happening in Upland, right? And some people have actual gripes for that, like realistic gripes about that. But what is Upland really doing? And I think you're starting to see these moves in Web3 start to happen. Specifically looking at that Gala Games and the acquisition of the $20 million person or gamers and buying that platform or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see. If anybody knows what that is, hit the link or comment down below. But I'm really interested to see what happens with that. I just really think there's going to be something there. There's going to be something with getting people into Gala Games. They have so many games over at Gala. I want to say like 50 or something like that. But I really think that could be a really good strategic partner with Gala, with Upland, and having Upland as the platform to access some of those games. And if DreamWorks and that's a part of Gala too, or the connection there, the Trolls, if that works, and that the overall thing of OMA 3, which Dirk is a part of, and the Open Metaverse Alliance, that kind of makes sense, seeing that flow over between those worlds, I guess you could say. So I think, honestly, keeping an eye out on what Gala is doing is really kind of key to what's going to happen in Web3, because at the end of the day, I believe, I'm not even a big like crypto guy, I guess you could say. I'm not hugely crazy about crypto. I like blockchain. I like what blockchain offers, but I'm not a crypto guy. But I am a business owner. I'm a small business owner. I invest a lot. I do keep up with economies and real estate, things like that. And I understand markets, I understand margins, and I understand how these things take place. Very similar to what happened in 99, 2000, 2001 with the internet, and seeing what's happening with that. That still took, even before Facebook and MySpace came up, that still took 4 or 5 years. And even before they matured out, another 10 years. So, looking back on it, you think this stuff is fast. But I think that it goes slower, but then all of a sudden it hits, and it hits really fast when it does. So anyways, guys, just a quick thing on Gala Games and Upland. I'm super excited about it. Hopefully something happens there. I just want to keep your eye on what's going on with Gala Games and Web3, and let's see what happens with this Trolls Vox partnership with Upland. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Peace out.